Assalamu alaikum YouTube. This is Oni. This is my first official video after coming back, and it is a pretty happy coincidence for me because one of my favorite IPs is allegedly making a comeback too. Diablo 4 is almost like confirmed at this point. BlizzCon is only a few hours away and leaks are still happening. What the fuck is going on there, Blizzard? I think Blizzard is making it happen themselves so that they can like really generate the publicity. Because God knows Blizzard needs good publicity at this point in time. Not gonna talk about the Blitzchung and all the controversies that Blizzard has been mired in, just gonna talk about Diablo right here. Now for the past couple of weeks, Diablo has been getting some leaks through some art books and then some Reddit posts. One of those Reddit posts is right here. I think this was posted a couple of days ago, in which this brushy character, this Redditor, he comes out with some information about Diablo 4, the upcoming game, allegedly, and where there's a lot of good things that I see in them if they turn out to be true, but there is one really big thing that I am really worried about if it actually comes true. And you know what, from the leaks that just happened a couple of hours ago, I think what he's saying right here is actually true. Now if you want to know what that is, just stay tuned. I'm just gonna talk about them, but first I'm just gonna give you a brief thing what this document says right here. I'm gonna put the link like a picture right over here, so you don't have to like bear with my shaky ass hand and you can read it for yourself. But basically what he's saying is that Diablo 4 is going to be very dark and gritty, no rainbow bullshit. There's gonna be a lot of different types of lands, wasteland, grayish like deserts, cult cave, everything that we have already seen in Diablo when it comes to the environments. There is also going to be a lot of interactability between the environment and the players this time around, and I think that is a very good thing that Blizzard should actually put in Diablo 4, because in a post Path of Exile world, you need to come out with something really different when it comes to ARPG, or it's just gonna be another ARPG in the bunch. One of those things I really hope is an open world. I think if anyone can pull that off, it's Blizzard. Now the next point he makes is that he knows of 3 confirmed classes, which are the Mage, Barbarian and Druid. Pretty awesome. These are like some of the most popular character classes of all time. But you know, compared to Diablo 3, they look pretty generic if he's using the words Mage, Barbarian and Druid. As compared to Diablo 3, like we had the Demon Hunter, the Crusader, the Witch Rider, those were like really unique kind of things, even though they played like the previous classes from different games or the previous Diablo 2 and 1 times. But yeah, Mage, Barbarian, Druid, pretty generic names. Maybe they are the same characters, but they'll be called something else, who knows. Then he says there is PvP, 4-player co-op, and one of the biggest thing he says is that Diablo 2 fans are gonna be really happy with Diablo 4 because there's a lot of things specifically there to make Diablo 2 fans happy. That was all the good thing. Now the one thing that has me really worried about this Diablo 4 information leak, if it turns out to be true, is Lilith. Now if you have the Book of Cain and the extended lore, if you know anything about the extended lore of the Diablo 3, or I should say the post Diablo 3 universe, you know that Lilith is a very prominent character in the backstory of the world of Sanctuary and Diablo. And this time around, this Redditor claims that yeah, she is going to be the main villain of the entire game. The Diablo 4 game main villain is Lilith, and that is very like strange to me, because I don't know if you've actually noticed, but the game is called Diablo, not Lilith. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I really hope they find a way to bring Diablo back, because they kind of like messed it up like Luke Skywalker in the Diablo 3 ending of the game. Malthael made sense because he was trying to get the Soul Stone for his own nefarious purposes, but Lilith, I don't know, man. The extended lore, if I remember correctly, is that Lilith was just taken back by Mephisto to hell because she is his daughter. Something like that happened. She didn't like suffer anything. So she is basically the main antagonist of this game, which is also very strange to me regarding the fact that Lilith is practically the progenitor of the entire human race in Sanctuary. Like she is the main female who got with that angel dude who made humans. So it's like kind of like destroying your own children, you know. I don't know what's going on here, but it might be interesting. But the game is called Diablo, man. What the... I just can't wrap my head around it, and I was hoping that this was not really the case, but BlizzCon is only a few hours away. Some new images from the Art of Diablo book, the book that is coming out pretty soon, like I don't know, 10 November or something. Some new images have just come out, and they show Lilith quite prominently in one picture, and she is actually holding the head of Diablo. Now I really hope that is the like real life size of Lilith. She is being this giant demonic thing, and she's like even taller than Diablo in the primeval form. But yeah, this picture kind of like confirms that yeah, Lilith is going to be the biggest, baddest boss of Diablo 4, and I just don't know, man. The game is called Diablo. If there is no Diablo, what's the point of calling Diablo? Now, I'm pretty sure that Diablo is going to make a comeback or appearance in some way, because in Book of Cain, it is actually mentioned that out of all the primevals, Diablo is the most cunning and has the most foresight compared to his brothers and sisters. Like, his plans take decades, centuries, generations to come to fruition. So maybe we are going to see Diablo like fuck shit up once again by some subliminal route, and that will be really awesome to see. But at this time, we don't know what's gonna happen, and Lilith is basically the new boss of Diablo 4. And that's pretty much it. BlizzCon is only a few hours away. I don't know if you can watch this video or not, but if you do, if you liked it, please do consider subscribing to the channel, sharing this video, and tell me what you all think about this whole stuff. We're gonna find out soon enough, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I'm gonna talk about Lilith a lot more if she is confirmed for the Diablo 4 game as the main antagonist, and I will be like covering Diablo extensively. I don't give a fuck about any other games from BlizzCon, really. I'm not a big fan of any other IPs. So yeah, expect a lot of Diablo speculations and stuff in the coming days. And for the love of God, Blizzard, release the fucking Diablo Immortal game, okay? I want to try it out at least once and have the satisfaction of actually deleting it from my mobile.